I guess first, you just must be excited. I mean,
I am, because this is my favorite time. You know, when we start designing this place, like all these hotels, it was 4 or 5 years ago. Some of the decisions, I'm sorry, I'm a little hoarse. Some of the decisions were made a long time ago, and you forget. And then when all the scaffolding comes down and the bandages come off and the people are, it's cleaned up and the kids are in here having practice like now and the place is alive, it's almost as if you see it for the first time, even if you designed it yourself with your friends. And you can walk around. The public doesn't get it for another 4 or 5 days. It belongs to us for a few more days. Can run around with my dog Paolo and let the dogs run around.
yeah.
And shoot the breeze with the kids training. And it's a very free time when everybody's excited with new beginnings and the place is beautiful.
Well, what's the difference between Wynn and Encore? Your first way is back behind. What's going to separate Encore from Wynn?
Good question. The way this place was conceived is that it would offer at the same level of quality more choice for people staying in either hotel, and that it would have a sensibility of its own, but it would relate to Wynn, so that people who are staying in Encore could take advantage of either place. The rooms are bigger here. The hotel has more intimacy. It explores some new ideas about natural light. The casino is all surrounded by glass. So it's the first casino, I think, in the world that's ever been filled with natural light, looking at gardens and pools like the one behind me. And this is the light level. The restaurants have their own personality, and you get to enjoy them. But if you want to walk next door, down through the shops, you can go eat in the restaurants of Wynn or the restaurants of Encore. And so it was a matter of giving people more choice without being vast.
Well,
you could experience the intimacy and stay at the same high level of quality. The spa that we built here is a category breaker, I must say. And although I don't particularly like developer speak, I've always thought that when a developer talks about his own hotel, you have to sort of discount anything they say. But I don't think I've ever been as proud of a hotel as I am this time. Roger, Thomas, and the gang that did this, the work is truly lovely. Now, people of Las Vegas will decide for themselves because they'll come see it on Monday, and the truth will prevail regardless of what Steve Wynn or anybody else has to say about it. But there was nothing left to do in the hospitality business or for us except to do the basic things better.
And is that, you seem to reinvent Las Vegas. People say that you seem to reinvent Las Vegas every time you do a casino. How do you keep doing that? You know, you mentioned the natural light. How do you keep coming up with these ideas?
Well, each one of these places exists because of the things we've learned before. You could not have had a Bellagio without a Mirage, or a Wynn without a Bellagio, or an Encore without a Wynn. We try new ideas. We creep along, doing new things, testing them out. You know, when we didn't put everything around the casino at Wynn, I was a little nervous before opening, because at Bellagio, everything was around the casino. You walked out of every restaurant into the slot machines. Here, at Wynn, we didn't do that. We let people go discover the country club, discover Alex, discover Okada. Well, they did. And they appreciated the fact that not everything was around the casino, that each place, because of the mountain, had its own environment, not disturbed by the outside views. Here at Encore, we have taken advantage of that very same mentality and gone further in using natural light and gardens and plants. And we've learned a few things too. You know, since 2000, the notion of the nightclub, new to Las Vegas, but has become a $600, $700 million business, because the young people today want to be part of the show. They don't want to watch it. Well, now we've got Botero and Excess our nightclub and restaurant over in the pool that surrounds a bar, and two-story and upstairs and downstairs cabanas that are all integrated into a very Saint-Tropez kind of scene where the party starts with the DJs at noon and goes till 5 in the morning. Well, this is a sensibility that I would never have thought of in 1992 or 95. These are things that have come upon us because of changing public tastes and our own experiences since the millennium. And so Encore stands as an example of evolution, of a progressive development of our own discoveries and market tastes that have changed. Fascinating things, you know. If you had shown me a drawing of the relationship of the parts that are in this hotel to the whole place 20 years ago or 15 years ago, I've said, what? But, you're not supposed to do that. So, you know, we've changed. We've learned. We're students of this. We've never been a master of it.
Yeah. Is there a little concern, though, with the economy is down? People know that there's
a little
struggles.
concern.
Is there a little concern?
You bet.
Yeah.
But look, if you're a CEO, your job is to make sure a company has a proper capital structure. Right now, our interest rate is 3%. We financed all of our hotels before we built them. That's an old-fashioned idea these days, I know. People start buildings without the money to finish them. I've never subscribed to that particular form of insanity, but we had our money at low interest rates all lined up before we broke ground on any building since I started my career. This one's no different. So we had our money, we borrowed it with low interest rates because we had plenty of equity and we keep a lot of cash. My employees are safe, that's why I've never had a layoff. So, it's one thing to say that the economy is very tough out there, tougher than ever before, but we have no control over that. What we do have control over is the quality of experience that our guests have. That comes from the staff. We had 108,000 people apply for 5,400 jobs. It was tougher to get a job here than get into Harvard. You know, now that's good news and bad news. A lot of people were out of work, but we had job applicants from the other hotels that have had layoffs because people were frightened. So the first thing is I never want my employees to be frightened. And if they're happy and safe, then they'll take care of the guests. So what matters here is not the economy, but whatever's going on outside Las Vegas or in the rest of the market. People are going to stay in my hotels, Wynn and Encore. And our future is going to depend on how good is the experience that we give those people. If it's good, then whoever is here, for whatever they paid for the room, they will have a great time, they'll be well served, they'll tell their friends, and they'll want to come back. The word will get out that this is the best hotel, and whatever the economy is, we'll do better than our neighbors.
Because people are traveling, they just have a choice.
That's it. And the future of the